over in agony. The shivering Magister spirit, noting the attention, he straightens, revealing insignia spelling Kinnet, and a jagged wound spilling his innards upon the ground. You become Kinnet. His memories warmth, comfort. You are Kinnet, playing cards with your mates in a cozy barrack. It's a one-man job, a job no man wants. Your sly-eyed troop leader, you feel the short straw and hear them shout, Kinnet! You know what that means. A massacre. Your lantern reveals ravaged corpses in every direction. Inhaling sharply, you smell a thick black stench you remember secondhand from the few void-woken corpses your troops have found. No! Kinnet's tears fall from your eyes as you recognize his beloved. A dark thicket rustles to your left. A claw rakes savage stripes across your guts. As Kinnet dies, all goes black. Staggering back from Kinnet's deathly grasp, only your own blood now pumps through your heart. With your living eyes, you see as you pluck the short straw from his hands, Kinnet weeps with relief. He looks around, then looks at you.
History is written.
The spirits of a Magister and a Dwarf are locked in ethereal combat. Their vicious blows make no impact, yet they struggle.
Sorcerer! You must hate the Reds as much as I do, eh?
Provoked indeed. He knows Sorcerer's Law Voidwoken.
Rightly so. Reds had sorcerers locked up tight in that caravan. And you...
The Magister lunges for the Dwarf, his
Anna, you saw it with your own eyes. You know Sorcerer's Law Voidwoken, and you know we'd all still be alive if you hadn't attacked our caravan. Before it all, Voidwoken stole the sorcerers along the cliffs, headed for Seven knows where.
Not to flip your flops or nothing, but 'tis more that my boss...
The Magister snorts and...
Loha, I should have known. Sorcerer, if you want to stay alive around these parts, you'll stay far, far away from that...
The Dwarf eyes you steadily and silently, his mouth a straight line, and his eyes like marbles as... The Magister shrugs.
Well, if I knew that, we'd have taken him out long ago. All I can say is, he's somewhere in Driftwood, and everything he touches turns into annihilation. You dare strike me? Step back at once!
History will remember you Reds with more venom than even the Black Ring.
The bull lazily chews non-existent...
Well, guess I should have seen that coming. Dying, of course. As soon as they sent me pulling that there wagon, I should have known this was how things was going to end. Of course, sure you want to know? Alright, here is your future.
The bull shakes itself, swallows...
You're gonna die. Oh, let me think about that now. Soon, maybe.
The bull shrugs.
Here. I don't suppose you could do me a favour.
The bull nods its thanks and...
I knew you'd say yes.
History is written by victors. Do not doubt. Our divine order will prevail. I'll show you. Lohar's boys are no match for Magisters. Take that! You dare strike me? Step back at once.
History will remember you Reds with more venom than even the Black Ring.
History is written by victors. Do not doubt. Our divine order will prevail. I'll show you. Lohar's boys are no match for Magisters. Take that!
History will remember you Reds with more venom than even the Black Ring.
History?
Oblivious to your presence, the two spirits weave their dance of... The Dwarf turns to you, a quizzical look in his bright eyes. The Dwarf eyes you steadily... The Magister...
Well, if I knew that, we'd have taken... You dare strike me? Step back at once.
away, dwarf. A dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
They don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
My word, but you do look exhausted. I have at it. Got yourself situated.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Like a torn aside fire, cold and hot.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped.
Yep.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree? You're safe among friends. Never forget.
There's a lot of call for the junk you sell, then.
Junk? Why, I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients. And
Vapid fiction, along with a large helping of ham.
You're safe among friends. Never forget. Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Lucian's Day coming and I can't afford tatters. What's the world coming to?
Good day, brother. Interested in...
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales, tumours and, in one case, 3 heads.
It's free to look. Just their travels, friend.
Wars are brewing, my friend, and we may find ourselves on special prices for you while war is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
As the Magister's eyes alight upon you, they widen until they are practically bulging out of their sockets. One tremulous finger...
Ifan Ben Mezd is our living breeze. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you, and no mistake.
One eye squints.
Oh, it's you, all right. It's definitely you. Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben.
She considers your offer.
How much? So much? You have to be high. Now, come on. Back into a cage where you belong.
Never forget it.
Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mezd.
The Magister grabs the coin and looks around.
Get out of here. And
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Reed.
I'm all right.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk
Latest
about it.
news! Many a latest, my friend. The war ain't looking too good for them lizards. Word is, you remember what happened to the elves, don't you? Ain't no one left standing when you treat them to death. Seven save us. Stabbed in the back, he kill them all, I say. Do them like Magister Raymond did. I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? Jolly Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped and whipped all the way to the execution grounds. Then you ask me, I say she's mad as a mink with it.
The Silent Watcher's jaws clench and slacken again and again for no visible...
Avoid walking. God knows what'll stop them. I think that lunatic Siva is loose again. We won't be so gentle when we catch her this time. Damn it. Magister Raymond wanted word in the caravan, but I had hoped the news would not be...
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were anything more.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Bishop Alexander was slain by singers. Culprits still at large.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Nothing good. The void woken are everywhere.
Until later, then.
Yes, yes.
How you holding up?
Jeff's gone a bit long now. Water looks a bit cold to me.
mister.
The little boy looks at you.
You be careful. My daddy's a... No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here. We're waiting for our friend. He went swimming all the way to Fort Joy?
That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's gonna find his mum and bring... That's right.
I think he's an idiot. Hello, mister.
The little boy beside.
We're waiting for Joe.
Joe's gone a bit long now.
Hackles raised. The dog barks at the sand built up beneath...
There's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there, and it's bad. I can smell it. You be careful now. What's under there smells...
You, stranger. What are you doing here? Good. This town has it. Tell me, have you seen a man around here? Grey beard.
The Magister's eyes narrow.
It's vital that you report anything unusual. He arrived in Driftwood some days ago, dressed as a tinkerer. He bought and sold a few knickknacks, but we thought nothing of it. As soon as he knew we were onto him, he ran. Now, be on your way.
Joe's mum.
I don't care if you tear this place apart plank by plank. We will find him.
You can't just charge in here and ransack my business.
There's a murder on the loose, and you're thinking about your business.
I am right.
We have authority for missing majesty. And if we suspect you're hiding their killer, we'll throw you to the damn point worker.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the Magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
The dwarf peers at an expertly dissected...
Fascinating. Oh, my... I mean, no, what do you want?
The dwarf brushes your hand.
I do not have... I ain't got no time for talking, dwarf or not. I've got to carry on with my job.
The dwarf appraises you for a moment.
Whatever's wrong with these fish is causing a lot of hardship for a lot of folk. Yes, as it happens. I need to see the effects of eating these fish firsthand, if you understand me. Do as I ask, and you'll be amply rewarded, I guarantee. Wonderful. Now, there's three...
The fish instantly churns your insides. Everything turns black. A sudden vivid sensation of the dwarf suddenly drifts...
How do you feel?
A stream of black bile suddenly erupts from your mouth.
I see. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from observing you. I owe you a great debt. Ah, yes. The fish you ate is known as crimson bream. Quite a fast. Who is to say what might happen if you brewed a ferocity mixture with a crimp? Seek out somewhere that peddles ferocity herb mixes. So, now my...
I'll comb this place plank by plank. I'll find him.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of
Looking
place...
for a good time, mate? Head downstairs in the Black Bull Tavern. Tell the lummox.
Get back to work.
Grisha's still the favourite. If I bet against him, I could win big. Or lose it all.
You see a man, well-fed and wealthy, but stress has lined his face and narrowed his waist.
You took your time. The Magisters are searching the place, and Lohar needs to get his stuff out of the basement if he doesn't want to lose it.
He squints at you.
You're not with Lohar.
He eyes you.
No, I don't believe you are. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to forget everything. Good. Now don't...
He turns back to his work.
You're still here.
You see a man, well-fed and well... He tries to ignore your presence.
See here. I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with Magisters, and our shipments to Arks are held up. Time, a murderer, or a sorcerer, or some other species of miscreant. Whichever it is, it has not... When you've been in business as long as I have, you learn...
A dark shadow passes...
Sometimes it finds you. That's privileged information. I have a trade to protect. You take me for a fool?
You see a man, well-fed and well... He tries to ignore your...
See here. I'm very busy. The factory is fish. This is a fish fact. That's privileged information. I have a trade to protect.
He gives you a cool...
You don't bother. If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the Magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
You see a man... He tries to ignore...
See here. I'm very busy. The factory is crawling fish. This is a fish factory. That's privileged information. I have a trade to protect.
He gives you a...
I wouldn't imagine the likes of... You should leave.
Hail to your house and hail to the Queen. Does me... Ah, I see your mother raised you well, lad. I'm doing grand, thank you very much. A damn sight better. Not wrong. Reds say jump and they ask how high. Not wrong, he says. Blimey. I just glad to hear you say it. The day will come we'll overthrow 'em, you mark my words. Until fugitive. I don't think that's something I should be discussing with strangers. That's baloney, and you know it. An old No, I shan't be baited. I ain't saying nothing on the topic no more. Godspeed, buggered.
The dwarf leans in.
This fella runs along, right, sweating, panicking. Red's hide in a barrel, you fool, I yelled. Problem is, he's still in there.
Dwarf, have you seen a human acting suspiciously near here? Grey blast! Well, if you do see anything odd, report it immediately. There is a foul...
You tell the Magisters. Out, you can get back to work.
You'd swear the shark was smiling at you.
This fish is ugly.
The dwarf reaches into a barrel, and the innards fall to the floor, landing in a pool of dark bile.
You see the nose on my face, don't you? Well, the boss has found a buyer for this lot.
He runs his knife through another fish.
I'd say your guess is as...
The dwarf turns back to his work, slicing and disemboweling fish. Looking at the barrel, you see that someone has scrawled Black House on it in pen.
Here, leave them barrels alone.
Behind the containers, the fish in one...
Please, you have to help me. The Magisters have gone mad. I don't know what they're talking about. I've nothing to do with them, and now they want to execute me. Please, what? What? Please, what I have is more valuable than any coin purse. It can be yours. Just get me out of here. I just need to get out of Driftwood. I can't risk being seen, please. I'll do anything. Just don't let them see me. Don't let them find me. Damn it, hurry up. I can feel the fish oozing everywhere. Okay. Go if you have.
Don't you come near me. This cat...
You'd swear the shark was smiling at you.
fire looks a bit cold to me. I hope Joe doesn't smell when he comes back.
Glorified tubs. He must be somewhere else.
I hope Joe doesn't smell when he comes back. These fish is ugly. I miss Joe's mum.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination! May the seven usher us to paradise against all the odds.
Pretty good, ain't he? But
For Alexander the Innocent. You have interrupted.
The bard clears his throat.
Well, wait. You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you. Normally I'd argue with you, but you do have a certain look.
He stares at you for...
Interesting. Most fellow dwarves prefer drinking chants to the fine art I offer.
He smiles, a crooked...
Not that I could judge a dwarf for his drinking habits. After all, the kingdom is a shadow of its... Oh, amazing, isn't it? That so many of us must beg for scraps, while royalty feasts on fresh...
The bard hems and haws.
To all lovers of verse, raise a glass and praise the dwarven race. Who'd let
That
Neria...
divine voice.
An elf sways on her chair, her eyes full. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling.
Now that. Drink or shut. Nothing like.
She slides another glass of ale.
Bottoms up. Ah, it's a sad story about a lover who left me.
Wolves will dominate the stage.
On the arse.
Another sorcerer on the loose. I knew this.
Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
He grins.
Loha didn't tell me to let anyone of your description in, so why should I? It's already mad as a bag of cats down there. You again. I told you to scram once. Don't make me... You can't buy my boat. You can buy 10 seconds of me eyeballs examining the ground for...
He pockets the coin and...
I've spotted something.
Look at that. A fresh face. Stout and sturdy. Just how I like my dwarfs.
Biffan approaches you. A drink in his hand.
Want a drink?
He grins and...
Right you are.
Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, Dan? A sip or a smoke? Take all the time you need. Pleasure doing business with you, Governor.
The seven protect me.
Watch him fight. Watch him.
Hail, darling.
She draws close.
Oh, yes. Are you worthy of my gift? Handsome. I must consider your merits before I answer your questions. If you swam your way here, surely you've accomplished something of... Indeed. This is acceptable. Are you ready for me to grant you your I see the questions scurrying through your head. You have a need until later.
The tigers fly, the leopards lie.
Hail, darling.
She draws close.
Oh, yes. Are you worthy of my gift? Very well.
do you want? Boss is busy. Good. Boss, listen up.
You really ticking me off, Marla.
Easy. Marla's one of us.
Not no more, she ain't.
Come, Marla. You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla.
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage.
This ain't the thanks I... Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams...
Enough! Do you know they killed Anna? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out. Bart, Cade, get...
His sneer travels from the restrained...
And you. You better have a damn good... Brave lad. All's in it. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. If you don't already know the answer...
He winces loudly and holds a hand to the bandage on his side. The large...
Family dispute. Lucky for me, she caught an old wound. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy? I've got people. They've got people. But me? I love a good... Here's one I heard lately. A group of You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all? That's so.
He leans back and narrows...
You know, the order's been going on about Godwoken for an eon now. Voidwoken. So if you are who you say you are, what's the point of you? Let me guess. Siva sent you off, and it just so happens I can help you. Depending on what you can do for me. I got people to maintain. You help me, I help you. Simple as that. Good.
He gestures towards the back.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla, that ain't like Marla. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find. I'd like a word with the guy. That'd be up to him, wouldn't it? No one's seen him in a good few. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own. I'm listening. That's right. Lost one of my best lads, Anhar. Didn't get Jalia's body back, though. Maybe one of them beasts took her like they did the sorcerers. Well, I reckon that's good news. Poor thing. She'll be back in time. She and Anhar were sweethearts, bloody lad. Flapping his gums in the next life, too. As we will, once the Reds turn down the alarm a bit. They're jumpy as all hell for the moment. Whatever needs doing. Isn't that obvious? Well, like I said, Mordus is a special guy. A sorcerer, matter of fact. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with... Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
I almost feel bad for you. Almost. Working for the DO, I bet. got into you?
The battered dwarf pulls her lips back into...
Keep yourself out of trouble.
Better get out there before Mortis makes it all the way past Arks. All right?
Hey, back away from the step.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
It's a shame.
An absolute shame.
Alexander, slaughtered like a sub...
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up.
You said it, Hilga.
The bell rings a warning and the
What
tide
do
is
you
on
want,
the
fish
top.
face? Huh. I want another beer and a bowl. Guess that makes me a sinner. Perhaps you could... Wise choice. See that?
Thatcher shrugs.
You've got a pecker you can trust.
You got that right, Hilga.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
I can see a sorcerer
Right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
Who rings the bell?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
As you approach the silken-robed noble, Ifan does a double-take.
I know this man, and he's not at all what he...
Ifan bounds forward and embraces the man, all effusive greetings. As they part, they chatter away for some time. Using a guttural cant, you struggle to The man hunkers down and seems to be sketching a rough map. Ifan claps the man on the back.
Well, now we know the way to the sawmill. And we know Roost thinks I'm bringing you there as part of the Godwoken contract. Hear that? Roost's camped out at the sawmill.
So, Roost is at a sawmill. Let's pay him a visit.
She smiles. Her eye
must be an
It seems less lush somehow. Doesn't this room strike you? But of course, I should. Better watch yourself, lad. Go on, son.
Here now. When one's in a small town, one... Have you a reason for barging into my room, sir? I've no idea what you're talking about. Now, will you be leaving my room under your own power, or no harm done, I suppose? Still, I may as well introduce myself. Baron Levere, at your travels, you say? And why would you assume I'm a traveling man?
He laughs.
Of all things, I wouldn't have thought I am traveling, yes, to Arx. Lucian's Day will be upon us soon. I go because it is every citizen's duty. Our communal... That said, I do have more... As a merchant, it is quite my favorite music to my ears. If there's anything else you need, know you're always welcome.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
What the devil are you staring at?
Your beard, my lord. It seems less lush somehow.
It's as lush as it's always been. Now train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
Yes, my lord.
Then you're an idiot. You've got a pick and you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't pretend to be a fool, you know? If I can get Alexander and his...
You're right about that.
Look out, I see a trap nearby.
Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
You've got a pick and
Then you're an idiot.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
The town is
You're
poor,
willing to risk Fort Joy
but this
for one
room
night
is
with a lizard.
rich.
Then you're an idiot.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's...
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without... The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rock. And yet... Can you hear? Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear the bells.
She buries her head.
Make it...
Curiosity kills the cat,
Who rings the bell?
or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
Who rings the bell?
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a
Curiosity
mile
kills
away.
the cat, or gets it sent
And
to
you can't
Fort
be too
Joy.
careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one
You're
night
right
with a
about that.
lizard.
Right as rain, Hilka.
She babbles breathlessly on.
The bell rings a warning and...
What would I do without you, Fruits?
She nods an uninterested...
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Well, I look forward to beating the shit. You've got enough in front of you. Dear Lucia, you've already done us a witness this sudden hell.
Elson, my inkwell is
Course.
dry. Fetch me some
Right
more.
away.
Bellwether, I need those reports. Yeah.
I'm on a break now, Yvette. You better not fall asleep on your watch again. Oh, great, a citizen. Can't you see I'm on a break here?
Carver's got his dossier on the sorcerers.
What? Oh, no. Go tell Magister Raymond or Magister Julian immediately. They'll raise the alert.
Head nodding drowsily, the Magister brings...
They won't take me unawares. I'm ready for anything. See? I haven't stepped well, I'm ready. That's what matters. Vigilance! Why whoever's snatching magisters off the street and disappearing them?
Waving you away, she cranes her neck.
I'm on a break now, Yvette. You better not fall asleep on your watch again.
Passionless, unblinking eye. The Magister turns to you with a scowl.
What? Look around. Would you be happy? The new leadership ought to learn to respect its veterans. We're We're the ones who uphold the rule.
A sly smile.
Aye, and sooner than you might think, if the rumours are true. Let's just say, there's other places where I'd be appreciated more.
The Magister loses some...
I ain't saying. It's a secret for loyal members of the Divine... Who asked you? You're not even supposed to be down here.
The Magister glances around the cells.
This isn't the Divine Order I signed up.
Did you expect a needle?
What's this? I found something.
Come on, let's keep moving.
Magisters dropping left and right.
I have to stop these disappearances. My career is at stake.
Where is it? Where is it? Sir, please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about?
She looks up at you in surprise.
You'd help me.
Tears star her.
I know. The pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flick. It could. I'm a servant to Magister Raymond. He bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey.
She tilts her head back.
I'd never do such a thing. Never. You're... Gods, I don't know what to say.
She accepts the coin.
You don't know what this means to me. Thank you.
Surrounded by incompetence.
Let it be known henceforth to eat in the absence of our beloved Alexander, as were let fly by the perfidious, the divine order of Lucian Dallas, Hammer of the Divine. The Hammer shall take counsel. Hail to the Hammer.
Dallas leads the order. Lucian will be rolling in his grave.
The dead don't care. It's the living who should be fearful.
The Magister startles, realizing there's a...
What do you want, dwarf? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation. Of course I wouldn't. What good have bloody dwarves ever done for anyone? Now, well, mind your bloody step in future. I've an investigation to carry out, and I don't need any more. I'm not some foot soldier, you clod. I can't put myself at risk. We've lost... The fiend's greed gave him away. He was peddling items that belonged to those missing from our ranks. He saw my men before they could seize him, and fled. Hardly. By all accounts, he seemed like just enough. No matter. He'll face justice either way. If you catch sight of that dog, tell me or my men at once. Understand? There might even be a reward in it for you. I have to stop these disappearances. My career is at stake.
I'm watching you, stranger.
I need those reports down.
That's Magister business. Keep your nose out of it. Of course, sir. Right away.
Elson, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more.
Right away.
hell with them. I need those reports down.
The Meister's back. She doesn't feel...